Hello and welcome to anyone who got lost on my channel. My name is Eamon and I'm gonna create an RPG Minecraft world. To start with, this episode is gonna contain the general introduction of the world, the mods, and even the recording equipment I'm gonna use. If you wanna see the actual gameplay, just continue directly to the next video. First things first, this is my very first YouTube Let's Play video. I'm quite a noob even in the Minecraft game itself. I played it maybe 10 years ago. I know the very basics but nothing more. The past few days I was busy installing like 35 mods, getting them running, trying things out with the recording software. This was quite a nightmare and I had about 10 or 12 tries to record this very first video and failed. Hopefully this one will be the last and the very first for you guys. So, where to start with? As you can see, I have a watermark of the recording software up there. It's FBX, but I'm gonna use it because it's for free, and the best feature is if my game crashes, and it happens quite often with the heavy modding and the hardcore requirement for the computer, the video file is not gonna be corrupted. I can still continue using it, edit it and upload it even if the game crashes. So this is the best and the most important requirement I have for a recording software. And for the cutting tool I have another software. This is as much as I can tell about it, I believe. So let's continue with the mods. There are quite many of them. Be prepared. The first mod I'm gonna introduce to you is Hexerei. It's from a German developer and includes quite many trinkets, cauldrons, new recipes, new plants, even you can fly with a broom, a lot of magic. And it was this mod for which I started playing Minecraft on the version 1.19.2. It doesn't support newer versions yet. I believe it's the most interesting one of them all. I have young beta dungeons, beta witch huts, a lot of structure improvements, because the default vanilla ones are all the same, are all boring. This one makes exploring the world a lot of more interesting. And it has ocean monuments, strongholds, desert temple, mines, and anything you can hope for to make the exploring part of the Minecraft experience interesting. Next, I'm gonna introduce to you Tool Stats, a really nice small mod which allows you to see more details about the tools, the weapons, the armor you're gonna use, so you can do the math for yourself and know how awesome your stuff is gonna be. One of the best mods is another furniture mod. You will need proper furniture and not those clunky vanilla stuff you're gonna try make it work, but a proper furniture mod is absolutely needed. And the best part of it, you can even display items on shelves. That's why I chose this one. JAE is like, it should be included in Minecraft in my opinion by default. It displays all the items, all the crafting recipes, even for the mods you're gonna install, and without it it's completely unplayable in my opinion. Also another decoration mods. There are toys, really cute little toys of all the creatures out there. There are also cookery. Moa has also science, I believe, art, a lot of things that also add decoration into the game. I have medieval music you should hear in the background. I have Goblin Traders, also really cute little NPCs which trade you more unique and powerful equipment items. There's better FPS, absolutely needed. If you yourself wish ever to record, this is a pretty much a requirement, because the first few times I tried to record it, my FPS dropped to 1 and everything just crashed. With this, it actually runs smoothly on around 60 to 30 FPS without any problems. It also to the recording software FBX, it's actually performance friendly, because I tried the first time there was, let me think, another software. I'm gonna blend it in maybe if I remember the name, and this one crashed and corrupted the file, and it has its own problems. There are so many tools and so many things out there. If you ever think about creating an YouTube video yourself, maybe you can watch this video of mine and use the same things. It's gonna work. There's merchant makers. So my project is about creating an RPG world. So obviously you're gonna need merchants, and those create small icons above their heads. I can make a merchant village, an RPG person walks right in and want to trade with. So I thought it's quite a nice gimmick. There's obviously Xaeros Minimap and Worldmap. I'm not sure how you can even play Minecraft without a proper map. Sure, you can create one yourself, but they are so clumpy. You have to keep them in your hand and look up and down and cannot do other things while holding the map. So I believe that's an absolute must. There are AlexsMobs. This one is one of the most awesome mods out there. I mean, it has over 100 new interesting creatures which have their own behavior pattern. They interact with each other, with their environment. They eat crops and stuff you cannot even imagine. I cannot imagine. I just saw a small introduction video and I cannot wait to discover all those mods with you. Well, what else is there? There's also Stackrefill, a nice little tool which will help you with mining and placing blocks, so you don't waste time going into inventory, and if you run out of a block, to place it back in your hut. Now it just automatically refills for you. There's also XP Tone where you can store XP. Since I'm gonna play on survival, so I'm not gonna play on creative. I think it's quite boring. I mean, you just go around, place, destroy, and that's all there is to it. I mean, playing Minecraft properly is the real fun of it. Discovering the world, discovering the mods, collecting all the blocks you need. But I'm gonna cheat heavily, I'm gonna mod it to hell, and those are the starting equipment I'm gonna use. Did I introduce the more villagers? Those add professions for the villagers and add new villagers to existing villages. And now, this is so much for all the mods I'm gonna use. In this episode, I'm just gonna create the world, just look at the map, and in the next episode, we're gonna start out with the building. This very first season, I believe I'm gonna create a base. I'm not gonna start building the RPG world just yet. The first season is gonna be about discovering the world we're gonna build the RPG in. Amen's RPG world. That's gonna be it. Allow cheats and great. The second season will be when I have all the blocks I needed were discovered and collected all ideas. You can also write your ideas into the comment section. And we're gonna create the world together. So in this season, I'm just gonna focus on creating the basics, like building up redstone farms, which will make the whole process later easier for myself. And the second season is gonna start with the whole building. So for the very first beginning, I started on a beach. I believe this is an interesting spot. So what we're gonna do is look at the map, take a peek what's gonna await us in the next episode, and I'm gonna set a marker over where I spawned. This is for the idea that all the people which are gonna spawn into this world are gonna start over at the same spot. Well, this is exactly what I was talking about. My game crashed, but I still have the recording, so I can continue on and cut it up together later. This is my spawn location. The idea I have about this RPG game, everyone who's gonna ever come into this world is gonna start on the same beach, and that's why I have this world map mod. I'm gonna say welcome, so I'm gonna never forget where I spawned in this world. And later we're gonna build our starting point of an RPG game just at this beach. Well, as I'm spawned on the beach, you can even see the welcome sign over here in the game itself. That's quite awesome. I'm gonna think a proper awesome entrance with marble stone, maybe with sandstone and high pillars. You know, your typical MMORPG arena style circle will be appropriate, which will welcome you into the game. You can see already there are the mobs out of the mob. No, the mobs out of the mod. Out here, there's seagulls, I believe, and I have a book with me. I mean, that's some animal dictionary. Let's see, can we find the seagulls? I believe there they are. Seagulls are medium-sized birds, often found on beaches. Surprise, surprise! These birds are noteworthy for their ability to steal any food items, whether they are held in hand or in the hotbar. Oh, they will also pick up and eat any food item that is on the ground. Seagulls can only steal items every 1 to 3 minutes, very specific, so although an annoyance, they are far from a threat. Seagulls are not just an annoying bird, however. If one has a map leading to buried treasure in their offhand, they can toss a lobster tail onto the ground. The seagull that eats this will reward its feeder by sitting directly above the buried treasure. This can greatly help in the effort of locating treasure. Once one is close enough to the X on the map, seagulls can also be bred with raw cod. So much for our very first mob in our new RPG world. I hope you had fun. Excuse me if I made any mistakes. English is not my first language. I'm trying to do my best here. I believe it's a good practice and it's more fun to record something in English. So if I use some strange words or take a little bit of time to find the right expression, excuse me, and thank you for watching. Have fun!